So this little video to give you a bit of a summary on Boracay. Firstly, a bit of background. I was here on a family holiday and diving was a secondary thing. I didn't come here to dive, but wherever I go, I try to make sure there's diving. Here there's two seasons on station 2 and 3, which is the calm side in summer, December. Well, it's not summer here. Their summer's March to June, I guess. There's a lot of dive sites on that side of the island. A lot of them are just easy dives, open water, get your open water license here, and blah, 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 and maybe advanced open water. They've got a few wrecks, and they've got a plane that they've sunk, and but then they've got a few good reef dives / wall dives that are up the northern section near Yapak. Yapak 1 and Yapak 2 are definitely the best dives here. They're the most famous dives, but they're not for advanced open water. They're not for open water, definitely. You can do them on there, and they do take them on there. But to enjoy it, you've got to get down to 35 meters, sit on the wall for as long as possible, and if you're chewing through air, not a fun dive to dive for a few minutes. But it's dramatic. I believe in diving when the moon cycle is right, because you'll get better current. So I dived in all different moon cycles except for full moon. I did new moon. I waited until new moon to come around to do Yapak, and I also did Yapak without full moon or new moon. With new moon, there was way more fish everywhere. They were all out, they were moving, we had current, and it was good. And that's predominantly Yapak 2, which has got a nice little area you can hook in, and you can just have the current pushing you, and you just watch the show, which is a better dive because there's more to see. Yapak 1, we dived and there was no current, there's nothing, and very easy, it's all sandy bottom, but it's only got one thing to see. That's it, one thing, which is a cavern with another little cavern internally within the larger cavern, and then it's got a hole in the rock at the top they call the chimney, and so you swim through the chimney to go back on top of the shelf, let's call it. When you're on top of the shelf, there's some fish and those different things, but there's not a whole lot there. Like, you do the cavern and the chimney and that's it. Yeah. If you're a tech diver, you could go down the wall and you could do 60, 70 meters, I guess, and there would be sharks down there because we did see sharks from the ledge of the drop-off. But yeah, I thought I'd just give you a bit of a breakdown on what the diving's like here in Boracay. I'll do another little video to tell you where my next adventure is in 10 days time, no less. In 7 days time I go off to Mexico and Galapagos, and I'll be doing some videos on every dive site in Mexico, which will predominantly be cenotes. I will probably do a bull shark dive there, and then I'm off to Cozumel for 3 days, so doing a lot of drift diving there. And then by the 25th of January, I'm going to be off to Galapagos and doing 10 days in a liveaboard with the Siren, or Worldwide Dive and Sail. So at the moment though, there'll be a few challenges there because they've got bird flu. So a few big dives aren't going to be on there. However, the biggest dives like the Wolf Island and etc. are, and so we'll miss out on a few dives, but we'll probably pick up some other ones, and hey, everything happens for a reason. That's diving. You can't predict what's going to happen next. So I'll do a bit of a video log on that trip, and so you can all get a bit of an idea, my opinion on the sites. Give you a bit of background on my opinion. I believe these websites talk about dive sites are all about who's actually reviewing them. So if you've done 30 dives, you'll have a very different opinion than if you've done 100 dives, 500 dives, 1,000 dives, or 7,000 dives. I've done 680 something dives now, log dives plus training and blah blah blah. I've dived in a lot of places around the world: Red Sea, Maldives, Komodo, Philippines, Tubataha, part of Philippines, Cebu, Ducati, Apo Island. Also dived in Hawaii, Palau, Solomon Islands, Queensland, Coral Sea, and Melbourne. Not fun, cold, shit actually. And where else have I dived? A lot of the good places. Still got many to go. So now I'm going to be doing Mexico. Hopefully get to see a little bit of that Caribbean sort of taste and go back there. But a lot of my dives have been from liveaboard boats, not many land-based, only when I'm doing a family holiday, of course. I've got most accreditations, starting to do a lot of my tech now, and recently done caves. I was in Thailand. Oh yeah, forgot Thailand. Lots of Thailand. Love Lushaloo Rock. Now I love caves. Done my introductory cave course, so having an introductory cave, and I'll do cave once I've got a bit of experience and done some dives in Mexico. Make sure I like it before I go and do more. And yeah, I'm just an average, everyday person who loves diving. Neither great nor bad, just normal. I always carry my own gear everywhere. Dive with Halcyon, waterproof wetsuits, Scuba Pro regs. I don't skimp on gear, making sure I've always got the right gear. I always have backups. I always have plans for things. I never go without being fully prepared for worst case scenarios, as much as possible. I mean, you can't bring second tanks and those things on these fun dives, but I'm safe. I always do safety stops greater than what's required. If I have deco, I still do extra safety stops in addition to that. But over the next few months, I'll also be doing my Normoxic course. And as I said, depending on how Mexico goes, then my next level of cave. Yeah, have a great day.